Just walking in my barefoot shoes. These mama jammas are so comfortable. And I took the insoles out because I like them just flat and I like to just feel the ground. I want to feel the ground. These are perfect. Perfect. I'm telling you. These are just perfect. Just perfect. So I'm just feeling them, walking around in them, and then just walking after my dinner. But they are so, so nice. I love them. I like them better without the insoles. I gotta be honest. The insoles may be for some people, but for me, I like them better without the insoles. Yeah. I just want to be flat and I just want to feel the ground. That's it. That's it. I don't even know if I have a good connection. I wonder if I have a good connection or not. I don't know. I know sometimes the connection can be kind of choppy. I mean, it looks fine on my end, but sometimes when I watch the replay of my lives, the connection is kind of so-so. So, I'm thirsty. I should have brought my water. It's nice right now, too. It's really nice right now. So, I'm sad that Jamba Juice isn't there anymore. I had no idea they were gone. That's unfortunate. B-Dubs is gone. Jamba Juice is gone. So, I got my barefoot shoes, though. I got my barefoot shoes. Yep. I'm going to order like 2 more pair. I know the next pair, I'm going to get the black and green. I also want the brown ones. They have some brown ones. They have some, I think it's cheetah or leopard. I don't know, but I think I'm just going to get the brown. And then I might be good there. I might be good with just these 3 because they have some gray ones too. I do have the gray ones in my wish list. Oh, and they have some black and white ones. They got black and white. They got the black and green. Yeah, I don't know. I might end up with about 4 pairs. Who knows? Who knows? And they're so small and like you can roll them up. You know what I mean? Like you can, they're flexible. Like you can't really mess them up, I don't feel like, you know? And they're comfortable. I like them. I'm going to keep the insoles. I just take them out of the shoe because I don't like them in the shoes. I like them better without. So, we'll see. And I found that, so I wear a size 9, and the size 9 shoe is my exact foot size. So that wasn't comfortable. So I got the 9.5. Now, if I wore a size 10, like if I wore a true size 10, I can't imagine that these, which it says 9.5, 10 women, but I don't know. It all depends on your foot. It all depends on the foot. But me, I wear a size 9, and these 9.5s are perfect. But I can't wear a 9.5 in any other shoe, like tennis shoe. You know what I mean? So they're perfect. These 9.5s are perfect for me. Hey, hi. So I like them. Yeah. And the insoles of just the shoe themselves is just smooth It's just a smooth insole. Um, I like being able to feel the ground. Hi, I'm a big fan. Thank you. Thank you, Great Gusto. Hey, Wyatt. Hey, Raj the Delta. What's up, Mystic? Man, yeah, I love these. I love these so much. So, your girl's gonna have quite a few pair. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And they're not expensive either. Like they get the job done. So I'm gonna continue to get these over the Barefoot brand. It's like Beare foot. Theirs are, I mean, they're not expensive. Let me just say that. They are priced comparable to any other tennis shoes. I never got a shout out. You're so nice. I've been looking for a shout out for so long from other YouTubers. That's what's up. I mean, you commented. I think that's dope right there. And I can see it. I got my glasses on. I can read your name. But that's dope. Yep. Now you got a shout out from just little old me. I think that's dope. Like, that's gratitude right there. That's gratitude right there. You know? Pretty princess. Yeah, it was a hot mess today. It was a hot mess today. That's why I had to chill out. But these, somebody smoking that sticky icky. But these here, that's awesome. Thank you, Great Gusto. These here, I like them. They're cheaper than the other ones. They're Bear Zoe. I'm talking about my Barefoot shoes that I just got. I just got these today and I love them. I jumped rope in them earlier. I am my barber. I don't need to sue me. And I clean up my mohawk when I'm ready to clean up my mohawk. You worry about you and let me worry about me, okay? How about that? How about that? They are cool. They are. They have so many colors. They have so many colors. Yeah, I like them. I like them. And I've been wearing, I call them feet shoes. I've been wearing my pseudo Crocs for quite a few years now. So I'm like, let me get some barefoot shoes, some actual sneakers and stuff like that, because I hate to put on my Vans. I only put on my Vans when I have a detailing client, because they go with my uniform. But I hate it. Like, even lately. Happy birthday anniversary. That's what's up. That's what's up. Is it still Leo season? Happy birthday anniversary. That's awesome. That's really dope. Both my parents are Leos. Ain't that something? June and July. June and July. Yeah, that's what's up. Where are you at? Where you at in the world? I'm in SoCal, Southern California. I'm not from here. I'm just here. I'm just here. And Le Chateau is back there. If y'all don't, that is something that happens every single day. If y'all don't know, I am a full-time van lifer. Le Chateau, he is right back there. We just walked by him. So yeah, I'm just here in California right now, but please don't confuse me with being a native. I am not from here. I am not from here. The way my common sense is set up and the way I was raised, no, I'm not a Californian. No offense to any Californians, but y'all a little touched. Y'all a little special. Y'all a little special around here. I don't have money to give you, but when I do, I will give you. You being here, your presence, your comments, I appreciate that right there. That's very thoughtful. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birth anniversary. I hope you did already. I don't know what time it is where you're at. It is I don't know, like 18:30 I think. Coming up on the 1900 hour, 7 p.m., something like that. Getting there, getting there, getting there. So I had a great dinner and I'm just walking my dinner off. I already jump roped. My gym is just right there across the street, 24-hour fitness. So before I go shower, I'm just walking off, enjoying my barefoot shoes. I really like these shoes, y'all. I swear to you. I really like these shoes. Yeah, and they're cute. I had some wild caught cod fillets and two tomatoes on the vine. Yep, that's what I had. And I seasoned my cod just simple. And I cooked it in beef tallow. Hey, Quan, what's up? I cooked my cod in beef tallow and I just seasoned it with coarse sea salt, onion powder, ground onion powder, and smoked paprika. That's it. It was delicious. Oh, and I topped it with some smoked goat cheese. Oh my good, chef's kiss. Yes, it was delicious and light. It was light. And my tomatoes, I just wiped them and I just ate them like an apple. I didn't bother cutting them or anything like that. I just bit them and ate it like that. Hey, Quan, thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the star. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was delicious. So, I did take a little video of it. I'll probably post that tomorrow. But, or later. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just walking around in my shoes. I wish look, let me be honest with y'all, okay? And Quan, you've been here for a while. You know, if I'm nothing else, I'm going to tell you the goddamn truth of how I feel. I wish I had an Amazon affiliate link. I'm telling you, I wish I had an Amazon affiliate link because I would have these shoes on there because I know some people are going to go buy them. I mean, I'm definitely an advocate. And like I said, I'm going to have about 3 or 4 pair. I'm going to have my second pair next week, goddamn me. So, I'm telling you, I wish I had an affiliate link. I wish I had an affiliate link. Damn it. Because I sure would. I mean, I like them. And let me show you what I mean about the insole. So I took the insoles out. I prefer them just flat. I prefer them flat. And I prefer to just be able to feel the ground. So this is what the insoles look like. And so you see, so they feel fine, but I don't like this and I don't want that. So, okay, thanks for stopping by, Gusto. I don't know. I don't have them scheduled anymore. I used to have my live scheduled. I saw you jumping around in them. And I was like, yep, I'm trying them. They're too cute. Yeah. Yeah, I like them. So, you know, I took this out. But this is what the insole looks like. And the insole, the inside of the shoe itself is exactly, I think they do. I think they do, but I guess if you need the heel support or if you aren't comfortable. See me, because I've been wearing my feet shoes, my faux Crocs, which they're not Crocs. But because I've been wearing them and I kind of feel the ground anyway. I'm accustomed, like my feet are used to that. So I don't need the adjustment, you know. And then, like I said, I don't like that the arch section. I don't like that. And then I don't like that. I just want my feet in the shoes, and the insoles of the shoes themselves is smooth and it's padded enough. You know, like it's not like just barefoot on bare ground, but it's thin enough, and it feels, to me, it feels close enough like I'm just on the ground, and I like that. I like that. I want that feeling. So I love them. I love them. And you know how they have the boneless couches? Like I've been seeing those reels and shorts, the boneless couches. These are like boneless shoes. You know what I mean? Because like I have them tied, and I don't even untie them to take them off or put them on, because they just kind of slip and slide on and off, you know. But they're my foot isn't sliding in them. I love them. I love them. Yeah, they work. And they do have a 30-day return policy. So let me tell you, they arrived yesterday. I originally ordered, it was a whole process. Okay, so I originally ordered the gray pair, and I ordered a 9.5, the size that I have right now. And I don't know, I was reading more reviews, and a couple other women who wear 9 said they got the 9 and it was perfect. Okay, so I canceled that order, and I ordered the black ones, the black and green, or I think I ordered the black and green. I don't know, so okay, let me start here. I ordered the black and green of this same brand. The gray ones was a different brand, and I think they were coming from China. So these are Bare Zoe US, okay? So I ordered the black and green in the 9.5, not realizing it was the 9.5. Read more reviews. That's when the ladies in the 9 said they ordered the 9. It was perfect. So I canceled that order and ordered the size 9 in the black and green. They came yesterday. I started a video and everything, put them on. It was my exact foot size. They do have a 30-day return policy. So I went through how to return. There's a FedEx right here. Where is it at? Right there. There's a FedEx right there next to Vans. And I was parked right here yesterday. So I was like, oh, cool. Let me just walk over there, return them, boom. And went ahead and ordered these. And they came today. Because Amazon was like, we'll give you a 7-day free Prime Access trial for 99 cents. And you can get your order tomorrow. I said, okay, let's do it. Because I'm not a Prime member. I said, perfect, let's do it. And then, so they came today. So that's how that went down. And I ordered the 9.5. So the 9.5 fits my foot perfectly. That's the feeling I'm looking for. I'm having balance issues. Oh, okay. See, I don't know. When you're having balance issues just in your bare feet, just when you stand barefoot. Yeah, I have no idea, because I don't know. But definitely try them. Hey, Cracking Master. No, they're not $100. Is that a question? But definitely try them with and without the insoles, and see which you like better. And I can only tell you my experience with the sizing. I guess it all depends on your foot. I think being able to feel the ground better will help. Yeah. So with that, I feel the ground much better without the insoles. And you saw how they're shaped, right? So that takes up space in the shoe, and I don't like that. So with the insoles in and my foot in the shoe, it just fills out the shoe a lot more, and I just don't like that. But I love these. I love these without the insoles. And so I jumped rope in them without the insoles, and it's it's really like, you feel the ground. You feel the ground, and it. I think jumping in them will take a couple more times for me to do them. And today I was only able to do one round of my jump rope because I'm coming back after 2 days off. Because yesterday I was hella fatigued. Hella fatigued. I don't know why my menstrual cycle this month was just kicking me in. So, yeah. Yesterday I was in bad shape all day. And then the day before was my first full day, and I had really, really, really bad cramps. I couldn't even think about jumping rope. I couldn't even think about it. So today was my first day back, day 33, first day back after 2 days. And, it doesn't take long for the body to adapt to whatever consistency. So it was just 2 days, but because I was sitting more, yeah, my body and my knee, I don't know, my knee's been hurting because I've been sitting and not jumping. And so I did one round today, and so it's going to take some getting used to jumping in these shoes, because it's really like jumping barefoot. It's really, you know what? So when I first got that yoga mat, and the first day I tried to jump with it, and I tried to jump in my socks, it feels like that. Yep, it feels like that. And I was like, nope, 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 I can't do it. Day 33, I know, right? Day 33, it feels good. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting back into my streak. You know what I mean? So, because these was a rough 2 days, I'm telling you. A rough 2 days. So, yeah. It goes fast. It feels good to be back active. Uh-huh. And so, like, look, this right here. This right here. So, walking on this, like, you feel this almost as if you're barefoot, or maybe with socks on. You know what I mean? Without the pads in them. Because like I said, I don't have the pads in them. So, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And walking on different terrain like this, which I really like, because, your feet get to adjust to the different terrain that you're in without all that extra stuff. You know what I mean? In the shoes. And you just really get to feel the ground and get adjusted to the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really like. That's what I like. So I'm getting all the different colors. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Exactly. So I wish it was closer. Like, I don't want to drive over there and then drive back, because my gym is right here to shower. But what I'm looking forward to is like going to the nature preserve, but I don't want to do it in the blue ones either. I'll do it when I get the black ones, because I don't want to dirty these up. But just walking in different terrain, like hiking in different terrain, that's what I'm really looking forward to doing the end. And not even so much for the shoes, but just to start that training of my feet, just like, I don't have feet issues or anything like that. The reason why I started wearing my feet shoes, my faux Crocs, is because I want my feet to just be natural. You know what I mean? I just want my feet to be natural. I don't want any adjustments. I don't want any narrow toes. I don't want a bunch of padding. I don't want none of that. I just want my feet to be able to be natural and be able to carry me and do what they're going to do, while I'm doing what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So now that I have some actual shoes where I can like dress up my little outfits when I put on my little cute shorts and my little cute t-shirts and stuff like that, now I can have some cute shoes to go with them that are still my type of shoes. That's what I love, because they have so many different colors. So, oh, and you know what? So the brand Barefoot, Bearefoot, that brand, I don't know if Bear Zoe, which is Barezoey, so that's the brand that these are, or the manufacturer that I got these from. But when you go to Amazon and you go to Bear Zoe, you go to their store, you'll see them same exact shoes that Barefoot are selling for. I think they're $59.90 something or $55.90 something. Bear Zoe got them same ones for I think $23.99. I'm like, is this the manufacturer for them? Yes, I like the purple ones too. I like the purple ones, I like the green ones. I like all of them, but clearly I can't have them all living in there. But I am going to have about 3 or 4 pair. Yeah. Probably the brown ones, the black and green ones. I feel like I gotta get the gray ones, because I feel like the gray ones would just pop with my Tupac shirt and my Prince shirt, because they're gray. So I feel like having that gray up top and then the gray at the bottom, I feel like that would just set that off something nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, why not? Why not? And I'm really torn between the black and white ones and the black and green ones. But I like the black and green ones. That black and white is classic, but I do like the black and green ones. And I like the brown ones too. I don't know, it's something, I just feel some type of way about the brown ones. I don't know why, but I like them. I like them. And there's some cute little kicks, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not ugly. They're not ugly at all. So I like them. I like them. And you could take the insoles in and out. You can switch it up if you want to. I think that's really, really dope. Yeah. I'm so glad I got these. So, yeah, I'm going to have a bunch more. And looking forward to jumping in them every single day. Every single day. Your girl will be jumping in these bad boys. I wonder what they're putting right here. I wonder what's going to be right here. So, yeah, I like them. You know, it be the little things. I'm telling you, it be the little things that I get excited about. It be the little things that make me smile. I'm always looking for a deal, and under 25 is awesome. Yeah, see those, I want you can see them on their website. These ones are $29.99. The black and white ones are $31.99. But still, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. $29.99. Most of them are $29.99. Just make sure you get them from Bear Zoe, because there's another company that has them, but it's a Chinese company, and they'll be here like in the end of September, early October, some shit like that. So Bear Zoe US, you can get them from them, and you'll have them immediately. Let me see if I can show you. because I was really, really, really shocked when I saw the same exact ones. I'm telling you, the same exact ones. It is a great price. It is a great price. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely a great price. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about because I was stunned. I was watching Kai Cenat's live. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, yeah, I can show you. Okay, so the other one. Let me try and set y'all down. And I reordered my book. That's one of my staples right there. Love this book. So here's the I don't know if it's popular or what the case may be, but it's definitely the more expensive. But like I said, they're not expensive. They're comparable to regular regular tennis shoes, you know? Okay, so barefoot.com. The drifters. Okay, so these are the ones. Let me show you. Okay, so these here. And they have all the different colors. But this is the Barefoot brand. Okay, so this is how much these are. $55.99. They're 60% off. So I guess they're originally $139.99. But you see the shoe, right? And you see the website. Okay, take note of that or screenshot it or whatever you need to do. All right, so now let's go to Amazon. And we're going to go to Bear Zoe, where I got these from. Okay. Amazon.com. Okay. All right, so here we go. Bear Zoe. Let me just make sure. Okay, before I show y'all, you see, can you see where it say visit the Bear Zoe store? All right, so I'm gonna go to their store. Those are the same shoes. The same shoes. You hear me? Can you see the price? Those are the same shoes. $23.99. All the same colors. $23.99. That's the same exact shoe right there. Yep, the same exact shoe right there. And this Bear Zoe is where I got these from. Same exact pair. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Okay, so here's the ones I have on. These are the ones that I originally ordered, the black and green. So them gonna be the next ones I order. Or maybe those, or maybe the brown ones. These the ones I have on my feet right now. Yep. And look, they got all these. They got all these. Different styles. Different styles. You hear me? For the low, low. For the low, low. So I wish I could. I wish I could. I want to. Yes, I do want to. I don't know how. I don't know. I think you need 10,000 subscribers to do an Amazon store. Yeah, I think you need 10,000 subscribers to do an Amazon store. And I ain't nowhere near there yet. Nowhere near. Yeah. I wish. I wish. I don't let me ask. Let me ask. But when I looked into it in like 2024, I think that's what it was. Let me ask Google. How many YouTube subscribers do you need to have to open up a YouTube affiliate store? Oh, that's wrong.
To open a YouTube affiliate store, you need a minimum of 500 subscribers to join the official YouTube shopping affiliate
I
program.
said that wrong. How many YouTube subscribers do you need to have in order to have an Amazon affiliate store?
You don't need a specific number of YouTube subscribers for regular affiliate links. However, to create an Amazon storefront, the influencer program usually requires between 500 and 1,000 subscribers.
What? Amazon influencer program, subscriber requirement, roughly 500 to 1,000 subscribers. Amazon reviews your channel, public metrics, engagement. My views are low. They're saying, they're saying, so Google AI says, if you want, tell me how many subscribers and views your channel currently has. Whether you want standard description links or a custom storefront. Yeah, just description links. Look, I'm going to try and get that started tonight then, if that's the case. I mean, I'm probably already going to miss out on a lot, but if I can get it set up, that'll be better than not having it set up at all, especially if I'm able to. That would be dope. That would be dope. They said, is it hard to get approved for Amazon affiliate? It is very easy to sign up and get initial access to the Amazon Associates program, but maintaining approval is harder because you must generate 3 qualifying sales within 180 days. Okay. Initial sign up, full review. Okay. Yeah, that might be something down the line. That's why I asked you. I didn't think you needed that many followers. Yeah, apparently not. But it seems like it's more about the activity. So because even now, so my YouTube is monetized now. Let me bring y'all out here so y'all can get some airflow. My YouTube is monetized now. So I opened up the super chats and the super thanks and the gifts. Yeah. But I'm not going to open up the memberships until I reach 5,000 subscribers, just because that's something I learned from the first time my channel got monetized in 2024, shortly after I created this channel. I opened it up fast, but it was still new. People didn't know me. And then I hadn't really, like, I had a lot going on at the time. Like, nobody knew. Yay to be monetized. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's why you were able to do that that jewel right there. That's a part of the monetization. So yeah, so I just opened that up. I didn't open up my memberships because I'm not there yet. I'm not there to have members yet, you know. My views aren't there, none of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dropping jewels, I appreciate it. So one thing I'm learning. I'm learning. But back then, yeah, it was a lot on your girl that none of y'all knew. None of y'all knew that I was going through what I was going through. And so, like, my content was just all over the place because my head, and I was still, like, I don't plant negative seeds in my garden, So I was talking about how 2025, y'all, I wanna start my Twitch stream, which I don't know why I'm so nervous about sparking up my first Twitch stream. I have everything I need right now. I have everything I need, and I am so nervous. I don't know why, but that is right here. Like, it's right here on my plate. I just gotta start eating it. But I was still just thinking positive and not thinking about what was going on, but it showed in my content. My content was just all over the place, all over the place. So, but I've learned since then that just because I'm able to open up memberships, it's not the time to open up memberships. It's not the time for that. So the super thanks, the super chats, the gifts, the jewels, stuff like that, that's great. I did set up my memberships, and my tiers and everything is approved, but it's not the time to open it. So I'm thinking the same thing possibly about the Amazon. I don't think, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into it this evening, check it out, get more information about it. Probably even start the process. I just may go ahead and do it. Like they say, build it and they will come. Hey, the gold, shout out Junkyard for the gold coin up in this feast. Good looking out for the gold coins up in this feast. We got stars and golds and stripes and Barefoot Shoes. Hey. So, I don't know who's on Twitch. Is anybody in here on Twitch? Like, I know probably not as a streamer, but do y'all watch Twitch? I love Twitch. I'll be all on Twitch. Let me tell y'all. So I discovered I just love puzzles. I discovered, hey, what's up? I am well. I am phenomenal. How are you doing? I'm phenomenal. So y'all know I love Kai Cenat. Okay, I love Kai Cenat. And I love these young people. Okay. I haven't watched it yet. Haven't watched what? So Streamer University or Twitch? So I discovered puzzles from Streamer University. And she's older than me. And she's been on Twitch for, somebody said like 5 years. So I discovered her on Streamer University because Kai invited her to Streamer University. She was a librarian and doing her puzzles. And yes, honey, she's on Twitch. So every time I catch her stream, I go in. Like every time I get the notification that she's streaming, I go in. And so this last time, a few days ago, I said, I'm procrastinating about sparking up my first stream. And I don't know why. I have everything I need. I'm like, I can go live on YouTube, no problem. And so she ended up seeing the comment and she started sharing a story about how that was her. And one of her friends, she couldn't really get the language of what her friend said, but she was just like, you just got to go for it, essentially. You just got to do it. And I don't know why I'm so nervous about sparking my first Twitch stream. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I am. I am. And so my thing is, so for those who've been around for a while, you know I crochet. And I'm a freehand crochet designer. And a part of my freehand process that I had to admit a few years ago on my YouTube here is that I love the frogging out process. I love every aspect of crochet. Okay? Anything that I do, that I choose to do, I love it. It doesn't bother me. No matter how tedious, no matter how monotonous, it doesn't matter. If because nobody's making me do it at gunpoint, okay? And that's the part of the process that I love. I may have an idea in mind, oh, I want to make this jacket, oh, I want to make this top or whatever. And as the yarn is going through my fingers, as it's coming together, the yarn just starts talking to me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I want to be molded this way. So I'll take, like, I've had a whole back panel and I'll take all of that out. I've had people on my YouTube be like, no, girl, what are you doing? I'm like, this ain't it. And I don't mind any of that. I don't mind any of that. So my Twitch stream will be essentially me crocheting, just me being me. Y'all know I'm dope as hell. Okay, you know, I can keep a whole vibe going. Probably have some music playing, maybe have some classical music. I introduced y'all to the fact that I love classical music in my where I was riding at night. Yeah, I'm like, let me introduce them to the fact that I love classical music. So yeah, so it's just gonna be a vibe. It's just gonna be a vibe session. It's gonna be, so I have everything I need to spark my first Twitch stream, except for the goddamn courage to spark it. And I don't even know if courage is what I need. I just need to stop procrastinating. I need to stop procrastinating. So yeah, Puzzles gave me that encouragement, like, girl, just do it. That was me. She was like, I know where you coming from, because that was me. So I just got to do it. And then so, you know, it's just the whole thing, but I'm definitely going to. And I changed I have my page set up, my Twitch stream. My Twitch is just my name, Shalonda Elise. I just went with my name. You got this. I know, right? Like, what? I don't know what it is. Okay, let me say it out loud. What I think I'm nervous about being uncomfortable in my van. Because, you know, like, I don't have, like, comfortable, it's just me sitting on my bed. You know what I mean? That might be what it is, but I've already figured out I would set up like I set up my stove. So I put my butcher block across like that. I put my tablet there. I got all that. Got my I can't even express to you when I say I got everything I need. I got everything I need. I hope I don't sound dumb, but you can watch Twitch via mobile phone. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound dumb at all. Yep, you can download the Twitch app on your phone and watch on your phone. Uh-huh. You can even stream from your phone if that's all you have to get started. But to watch, yeah, you can watch from your phone. It's a very it it's watching from your phone is the same as watching YouTube from your phone on Twitch. Just download the app and you good to go. You good to go. And as far as streaming, I'll be streaming on my tablet to get started while I figure out this OBS on my laptop. Yeah, that's not dumb at all. Quan said, I recently found out what Twitch was. Yeah, I set up my account back in 2024. That's when I set up my account. But I recently changed my name. Okay, when you start streaming, I will come chill with you. That's what's up, Junkyard. Who is that? Junkyard Jams. I love that. I'm definitely gonna spark it. I'm definitely gonna spark it. Oh, and you know what? And this might be what I do, because it's gonna be during the day, because I'm crocheting. I live in there, so it'll be during my streams will be during the day, like around noonish Pacific time. So, because I was originally thinking the evening, but see, the fact that I live here and it's just normal to me, I have to consider things like lighting. So that's something that my cyber co-founder ChatGPT had brought up, and I was like, oh shit. You right, lighting is a thing. I have my ring light and things, but crocheting in here in the evening, like, it's just not, that's not prime time. So my streams will be during the day, perfect prime time, and then I can have, everything opened up. But I have them beach chairs. I was talking about one. So I saw a couple on Facebook Marketplace that I need to go get. I saw one that I want to go pick up. I could actually possibly sit in there sometimes, sit in Le Chateau sometimes, just to have some variety. So anyway, I'm going to spark it up. I'm going to spark it up sooner rather than later, because I have my yarn. I have the idea of the very first thing I'm going to make, which is going to be a top. So, and I'm looking forward to making that top. There's been so many times where I almost just said, fuck it. You know what? Let me just go live on YouTube and just start it there. Because I was just in the mood to crochet. And I'm like, no, don't. Yeah, I was doing TT and I had to learn about lighting and such and how it affects people watching. Exactly. What's TT? I don't know what TT is, but yes, exactly. Oh, or is that IT? I don't know, it might be TT. Yeah, so I got to think about that. But noon during the day is going to be perfect. And I think as far as like, oh, TikTok. I never think about TikTok. Okay. I never, ever think about TikTok. Oh my goodness. I'm not on TikTok. I never even think about it. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I'm like, maybe IT. That's too funny. Yeah, especially living in such a small space, I have to consider that. So during the day it'll be perfect. I don't know, I feel like it's really gonna be dope. And so another thing, I kind of went off, But when it comes to puzzles, so here's another thing that really gave me a bolt of confidence with my little corner of Twitch, because also on Streamer University, so she was excited to find out that Kai had been watching her for like 2 years, but also um, T Pain watched her, and he was just like, when I just want some quiet from all the noise, I'll come in your stream. And when I'm in her stream and I'm engaging with the comments, that's another thing that people love. That is, it's a calmer side of TikTok. Um, it's a calmer side of Twitch, which will also be my corner. You know what I'm saying? It'll be, and what's dope too is, like me, she's lived a lot of lives. You know what I mean? Like, she's lived a lot of lives. We've had a lot of different experiences, and some experiences we talk about just will shock the hell out of people, because they're like, what? You were a dominatrix? You know what I mean? They're just like, what the hell? And with her, it's the same exact thing. Somebody will say something, puzzles, and see, the younger people call her G-Ma. I'm 51. I'm finna be 52. I can't call her G-Ma. She would have to be 80 for me to call her G-Ma, and she's not 80, so I just call her Puzzles. But somebody will say something, and her mind will go, and she'll say it, and they won't catch it, but I'll be over here like cracking the hell up because I caught it. You know what I'm saying? I caught exactly what she said. And then she'll go on and because sometimes you want people to catch that slick shit that you be saying. And so she'll bring it up. You have a great personality and good energy, and the viewer can feel that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, y'all. I think so as well, and so I think it'll be dope. And then it's not, it'll just be another calmer addition to um, Twitch, and calmer as far as I won't be doing skits. It won't be, the high energy antics. It'll be my energy. It'll be dope as hell, but it won't be, the skits and stuff like that, and the really, really, really high energy and stuff like that. It'll be, here's one thing I always say about me. I have a lot of energy, but I'm not hyperactive. You know what I mean? I have a lot of energy, but I'm not hyperactive. That's the thing about me. Yeah. I can be still. I can sit still. I don't have to always be on the go, but I'm lively. I'm lively. So I like that about me too. It feels so good out here right now. Damn, it feels good. This all the years I was in California. This year and how it was last year, right when I got out of federal custody, is how I expected California to be. When I first got here, it was rainy. Like first week in November, it was rainy all through to March. It was hella chilly once the sun went down. But these last 2 summers, I'm like, okay, if this is what I knew, this is what I would expect. You know what I mean? Like, if this was the California that I only knew, I would say it's always warm and sunny too. Okay. This is how I expected it to be the whole time I've been here. Not just 2 of the 6 years that I've been here. You know what I'm saying? I've been cussing California out. But these last 2 summers, it's been nice. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm in Newport Beach. Like, I'm right by the ocean. So it's really, and Newport Beach, boy, Newport Beach had me all the way messed up. I was like, it's motherfucker cloudy all the time. It's cold all the time. As soon as you cross over in the, man, I was heated. I was heated. I was like, y'all some fucking liars. Y'all just lying to the country. But like Tech Nine say, I get it now. Okay, I get it now. This is the shit I'm talking about right here. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You can chill out at night and the evening. You can just be out here like, hey, hey, hey. You know, because I'm telling you, 2021, 2022, 2023, I'm Googling temperature right now. Temperature in Philadelphia. I'm like, it's fucking warmer in Philadelphia than it is. It's warmer in New York than it is right here. I'm like, shit, it's November and it's fucking freezing, but y'all talking about it's hot in Philly. Oh, I was pissed. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I was heated. I'm Googling Minnesota. Boy, I was hot. I was hot. I was hot. And when I got out last summer, I was like, God, thank you. Thank you, Lord. So I thought, that was just for me. But this year is the same, and I'm digging it. I love it. Because I love the heat. I love the heat. I love warm nights. I love it. I love, not having on a lot of clothes. I'm all about that life. I would love a Jamba Juice right now, but the damn thing is closed. So yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. So I definitely, so I like Florida, and it's so hot. That's what I keep hearing. I think it rains a lot in Florida too. I think it rains a lot in Florida. I do miss high humidity. I got to be honest, because I love humidity. I miss high humidity, because baby, that high humidity, you talk about beautiful skin and hair. High humidity is what do it. Healthy skin, healthy hair, taking care of your skin and hair, but being in that high humidity, it's just constant moisture. Constant moisture. Constant moisture. How can you not love it? I love humidity. So, but Florida is on my list. It has been raining a lot, but it's always hot regardless. Yeah. I know them hot rainies. That's St. Louis. St. Louis doesn't always rain, but in the spring, it's very hot. And when it rains, it's still hot. Yeah. When I was back home, like as a grown woman, oh yeah, I'd play in the rain, because it's hot. Hell yeah, play in the rain with my grown tail, no problem at all. But Florida, so I'll be off probation July 13th, 2027. Oh man, I'm gonna be moving around. Inshallah, God willing, I'm gonna be moving around. Up there's my battery. It say 37 minutes left. So yeah, I definitely want to come to Florida. I gotta go check out my cousin in Colorado. Yep. I gotta go to Florida. That's on the list. For sure. For sure. Me too. I still play in the rain at 46. Oh yeah. 46. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can still do everything at 46. Oh yes. Yes. Some of them pictures I posted, I was 46. Some of them pictures I posted. Uh-huh. Yep. And my 90-day jump rope challenge. I mean, I'm gonna continue to jump rope. But my 90 days, it ends 5 days after my 52nd birth anniversary. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to see just how my body will have changed by that time. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Y'all, I'm telling you. I'm in the UK. I know all about the rain. Yeah, we here. We here. We heard it is gray and cloudy most of the time. So I heard. So I heard. Which would get me down. That would get me down. I'm gonna be honest. Somebody had said that I should go to Northern California and was like, it's gray and cloudy a lot, but I'm like, count me out. Count me out. Uh-uh. Uh-oh, sorry, y'all okay? Y'all alright? My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all good? I just had to get my power station so I can plug up my phone. Yeah, you can count me out of that. But where are you at? Oh, you said the UK. Okay, so but let me not assume. Let me just ask. Let me not assume. We good. Okay, cool. Cool. Do you speak French? We have just had the hottest summer on record, which has been great but crazy because we don't have AC anywhere except stores. What? They don't they don't make air conditioners in the UK? Europeans don't believe in AC? That's wow. See, the more you know. The more you know. Oh, thank you. I don't know why it hid your comment, Quan. Okay, cool. Yeah, cause that ain't bad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, our homes are built to keep heat in. Oh, wow. I don't think I can make it without my AC. It's too hot for real. Not fun when temps are 100 for real. Yeah, no, not fun at all. Not fun at all. Nowhere. I'm the only I'm the only anomaly that would even be okay with some shit like that. Like that just seems crazy. That just seems crazy. See, St. Louis gets hot like that. And my auntie who I used to live with when I was back home, and she's the one who raised me when I was younger, I had pillows covering the AC vents, and then I had it taped shut because, baby, I don't do AC. But I was also younger. I was also younger. I was in my 20s, in my mid 20s then. But even now, in most cases, I don't turn the AC on inside of Le Chateau. My AC worked, but I don't turn it on. Not even for a little bit. The last time I turned my AC on, it was on Mother's Day. I took myself to the movies, and so I came out, and to cool it down right quick, I opened up all the doors and everything, but to cool it down so my plants can get cooled down, I cut it on. I didn't know that about the UK either. Yeah, that seems crazy. That seems crazy. I mean, I can't even understand it. I can't even understand why. So they don't even sell AC units like the window units. You know what I'm talking about, right? The little AC units that you could put in the window. Wow. Oh, but maybe it doesn't get hot very often there. Is that the case? I don't know. I don't know. But I watch this channel. It's called Liberation, and they they tour van lifers that's in the UK, different areas of Europe, and even now, even a video that they'll post right now that'll be filmed right now, it just never looked I never see a clear sky, like just a clear blue sky. I never see just a clear blue sky. Yes, but they sold out everywhere. We had three fans going on. I'm not laughing. Ah, they sold out everywhere. Man, that's funny. I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny. I'm laughing with you. I see you laughing. I'm laughing with you. Because that is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's funny as hell. But everywhere got its things. I mean, I'm in the United States of America. Okay? So you already know. The whole goddamn world laughing at us. The whole goddamn world laughing at us. You know what I'm saying? So, who the fuck are we to talk? Who are we to talk? Literally, the whole world is laughing at us. Y'all making what we call swamp coolers. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, get the fan on and the spray bottle and spray behind the fan. Yep. Spray behind the fan. Let that mist come out. Hey, it works wonders. It works wonders. I don't think I would survive without it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Especially, y'all know what? So when I go to my client that I work with every week, and she lives, and they're a family of 5, and they live in, their home is over 12,000 square feet. It's a 12 plus thousand square foot mansion in Corona Del Mar, which is an area of Newport Beach, right by the ocean, overlooking the ocean. So that property that I shared, that's their property that they're selling. That property is just over 9,000 square feet. So their property is more than 3,000 square feet bigger than that. I'm in Miami Beach. Hey, cheeseburger. That's what I had for dinner yesterday. And so, but as soon as I walk in the house, I feel like I can't breathe. I got to open up every window. They are much better than nothing. They are. I use my swamp cooler on my desk outside. They are much, much better than nothing. That place was beautiful. Like, wow. Yes, so they're selling that. That's they're she does real estate investing. So that's one of the properties that they're selling in Dana Point. It is beautiful. I didn't even show the bedrooms upstairs, because that's all that was just upstairs. Just a couple of bedrooms, the master suite. And see, their personal home, I call it a master apartment. Like their home is so much more massive than that property. Because like I said, that property is just over 9,000 square feet. Their property is over 12,000 square feet. And it is massive. Their garage is like 3,000 square feet. No cap. No cap. And their garage, like their kids' arcade room is in the garage. Their garage is massive. Massive. Their garage is absolutely massive. It's crazy how big their garage is. in their personal home. And their bedroom, their master area, the master bedroom is one section here to the left. And then the center section on the light, they call that the retreat. So it's the big ass TV, the chairs. They got like the little wet bar on this side. Walk out to the whole wall is sliding glass doors out to the balcony. Okay, and then over on this side is the bathroom portion, and that each each section is fucking huge, huge, and that's the master. And then you walk in. I mean, it's beautiful. You walk in the front door, and it's just a long marble floor hallway, looking the sliding glass doors, and you just see sky and ocean. When you walk in the front door, you just see sky and ocean. Yes, I'm looking around. That's in my heartbeat. But I'm also every time I'm there, even when I was at the property that I made the video. That's not my dream. I wouldn't want it. I can appreciate beauty, absolutely. And when I was at their property, um, I was like, when I was at the main floor, I was like, I would have this space just filled with plants because the lighting in there is beautiful. The natural light that comes in is definitely much better than the natural light that comes in their personal home. But I was just looking around as I was wiping off the marble countertops. I was just like, I would have this place so filled with plants. It would just be life everywhere. But yeah, that's definitely not my dream. That's not, I don't aspire to have that. I don't envy that. Even when I still lived conventional, and my ex-husband liked to watch like the people who won the lottery and shit like that. When I saw big homes like that, all I thought about is who's cleaning all that. That's the only thing I can think about. Who's cleaning all that? That's all I could think about. Because I've always just cleaned my own homes. Who cleaning all that? Yeah. This right here is perfect for me. For now, of course, I do want a bigger van, obviously. But all that, it's beautiful. I can appreciate it. But even when I walk into her home, it's like I can't breathe instantly. I can't breathe. It's just, there's nothing. I live semi outdoors. I always have my vented windows open. I have my misters going, and I'm just in this small space with constant airflow. So when I walk into somewhere like that, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I'll tell you this, what I like about their home, and they have 3 boys. Their home is lived in, and they've lived there for a while. I love that their home is lived in. It's not a show home. It's not a nothing's touch. No, baby, it's lived in. The kids' rooms are lived in. Their oldest boy, yeah, baby, it's lived in. He done been mad in that room, honey. Okay? Yeah, it's lived in, and I love that. I really do like a lived in home. I love that. But baby, it's I mean, all the kids got huge ass walk-in closets. You know, it's nice. I moved from 1,300 square feet to my RV, and at first I was thinking I was losing something, but I gained peace of mind once I moved. I'm telling you, the peace of mind is unmatched. I mean, here's something to take note of. Every single mobile dweller, whether it's a van or RV, everyone who has downsized, whether full time, part time, or temporarily, to living in a vehicle, the one thing that across the board, all ethnicities, all genders, all age groups, the one thing that we all speak on is how peaceful it is and how well we sleep. Even we be surprised at how good we sleep in these spaces, and how it just feels like you can't even explain it because it sounds so unreal as to how peaceful it is. And I feel like when the stress and all that gets added on, it's just that it's added on by how the person's lifestyle is, by how they have chosen their lifestyle, no matter what it is. But it's just peaceful. It's just peaceful. And it's something comforting about, for those of us who have everything we own in our space, it's just something comforting about having everything you need with you at all times, and everything you own with you at all times. You go somewhere, it feels good to be able to say, oh yeah, I have it, it's right in my van. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be, if you go somewhere for business, your license, the DMV or somewhere, somewhere like that, it just feels good to just be able to say, oh yeah, it's in my van, it's in my car, let me go get it. That feels good. You never forget anything. I never have to worry about forgetting anything, because if nothing else, let me run out to my van and get it. Let me run out to the parking lot and get it. Yep, I got it. It's right in my van. No problem. To me, that's comforting. That is comforting. So, and I don't worry about anything. So I love it. I love it. I love the space. I don't need a whole bunch of space. And again, that's definitely not to say I don't want something bigger, because I do want to, of course, level up. You know what I mean? I want my plants to have more space. I want to be able to have more light, more headroom, more height, just more space, But yeah, those homes are beautiful. And see, where I was at the beach, it's literally right next door to that apartment, right next door to that housing community. Literally right next door. So, I can get the same view for free. I can get the same view for free. For real. And you see the trade-off, like they really don't have the rental. It's not a rental. It's not a rental, but their real estate property, there's really not a backyard. If you see the back, it's really not a backyard. So, and it's no front yard. And that property is on it's not a cul-de-sac because it's in a gated community. But that house is on the corner cul-de-sac area. So there's no front yard, not an area where kids can play. And it's definitely no backyard, just that little piece of glass, little piece of turf back there. It's not even real grass. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful view, I don't want it. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it for me. When I still lived traditionally in my spacious 1-bedroom after my divorce, honey, I think that was the loneliest I had ever been. I would eat breakfast at my dining room table, but I never ate dinner at my dining room table. It just felt lonely to me. It just felt lonely to me. Yeah. And again, I was freshly divorced. I was still in that area of my life. And I used to say, I make single life look miserable. Like my apartment was cute, it was decorated cute, but oh my god, I was not having the time of my life. I wasn't. I wasn't. But where I'm at now and living in here, I'm having the time of my life. Yep. My life is mine. My time is mine. All of that. All of that. And I love it. 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 I swear. I love it. I love it. So I don't even want to think about nothing else because I love it. So I paid my dues. That's how I feel. I paid my dues. Baby, I paid my dues, from the raising my kids, going through the teenage years, being a wife, being divorced, and praying I get married again, and wanting to be in a relationship, and blah, 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 blah. Now, I just want to be back fit in my 50s and fine as hell for no reason. Be back fit in my 50s and fine as hell for no goddamn reason at all. Okay? Fine as hell for no goddamn reason at all. That's it. That's it. That's gonna be my flex. Yep. Just 50s, fit, fine as hell for no reason at all. No good goddamn reason. Yeah, I want motherfuckers to be telling me, shit, you gonna be out here, you don't want no man, you might as well be fat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk to your mama like that. Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. You know, I just, it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be ridiculous. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Yep. And I'm gonna be on Twitch. And see, here's the thing too. Here's the thing too. When I speak about having my life back to myself, what y'all don't know is when I say I've been on YouTube since 2009, I was on YouTube since 2009. I was a makeup artist. And back then, YouTube was so different. But each little community was so supportive. So the hair and makeup community was so supportive. All of us was new. All of us was fresh. Y'all know, y'all know what is her name? Cynthia? Is it is it Cynthia? So she has a new brand now called Watch and See. Her first brand, I don't know why I can't think of the name of it, but she ended up selling the company. So anyway, when she started that first brand, she's black. Is it Cynthia? I have her she had a coffee brand too that she started up. She's on Instagram. Her husband is African and he's a doctor, I believe. Is her name Cynthia? Anyway, y'all. So the brand that she has now is called Watch and See. And it's CSEA, like the sea. So when she first started her first brand, it was on YouTube. This was, I want to say 2010. And it was some hair. It wasn't edge control, but it was like a cream hair dress. And so I had bought, she had a BOGO free. So I had bought that. And I liked it. But we just all was a community back then. And so, like I said, this was 2010, and I was doing so. I was getting up in the morning. I was a program director, a program manager at the company I worked at. So in the morning, I'd get up 2 hours early, set up my little camera in the bathroom so I could do my makeup, but also film it. So I'd film my makeup tutorial, go to work, come home, edit the video. Um, I may have ordered makeup, so I was doing unboxings, all kind of everything makeup related, everything makeup related. My page was growing, and back then you could spend literally all night uploading a video just to wake up the next day and see that the upload failed. That was YouTube back then. And so my hater ass ex-husband ended up telling me one day, he came in the room and said, I'm spending too much time on YouTube. It's either him or YouTube. So I was still happily married at the time, and I chose my ex-husband. And he even at one point had threatened to throw away my makeup kit. He said, if any more makeup comes to the house, I'm going to throw away your makeup kit. But at the same time, y'all, he used to tell all the Gambian women, oh, you should hire my wife. She's a good face painter. You should hire my wife to do your makeup for the naming ceremony, for blah, 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 blah. But then at home, he's telling me, if any more makeup comes to the house, I'm going to throw away your makeup kit. Don't have no more makeup come to the house. You spending too much time on YouTube, But he worked second shift and I worked first shift. And I have my own office. So, and I ordered a lot of my makeup. So I would just have my makeup come to the office. And then when I got home from work, I would just mix it in with my makeup kit. And he would never know, So that's what I ended up doing. Grown ass woman got to sneak around. So I had to sneak and buy makeup and things like that. But, you know, for a long time, I felt upset. I felt angry. For a long time, I felt angry because a lot of the people that I was coming up with, and not just on YouTube, but even some of the models that I was working with in Minneapolis, some of the models that I was working with, they went on with their career, went on to do great things with their modeling career. Some of the ladies that I started on YouTube with back then, now they have big channels and all kinds of stuff that you would expect right now. And then you have her who had a supportive husband at the time who was helping her do all this, and now she's a multi-millionaire with several successful businesses under her belt. And for a long time I was angry and disappointed, but I just keep moving. I was like, well, that wasn't meant to be my path, That wasn't meant to be my path. So I just kept pushing, moved on. Then I was like, I don't want to be in the fashion and beauty industry anymore. I felt like, I had my time. I didn't want to do that anymore. Once I uprooted my life and my business and left all my clients and moved from Minnesota to Arizona, and then decided I'm not living traditionally anymore at all because I don't have to. My kids are grown and moved out. I'm divorced. I don't have to live that life anymore. And I got a Phoenix salon suite, and I was just like, what are you doing, Shalonda? This is not... You didn't just leave Minnesota so you can move to Arizona and live the same life that you hated in Minnesota. So that's where I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to live this life anymore. I don't want to be a makeup artist and hairstylist anymore. I love it. I still love it. Just, I don't want to do, because I started to feel like I was working for my clients. And you are, but I just started to feel like I was really at their mercy. I felt like I was in chains. That's the best way I can put it. I felt like I was chained by being a makeup artist. And I didn't like it. It didn't feel freeing to me. Like at one point it did. At one point it did, and just then it didn't. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I stopped doing that. And I don't have any regrets about no longer doing that at all. I look back at the photos and I enjoy the moments that were the moments, but I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I don't relive it. You know what I mean? I can enjoy the photos, but I don't miss it. I don't miss it. I wouldn't trade my life right now to have a very comfortable life doing that. You know what I mean? Because it's not, it was no longer comfortable for me. It was no longer fun for me. It was no longer enjoyable. So, and it's not to say that something has to be enjoyable forever. I just feel like, I did it while it was my time to do it. And when the time passed, the time was past, and I was okay with letting it go. Yes, I miss how I love listening to the rain on my office. Me too. Coming up on my first full year, full time in the travel trailer. That's what's up, Nick. I didn't see any of these comments come in. My bad, y'all. My bad, my bad. I'm so sorry about that. Haters be hating, okay? And unfortunately, they be right next to us sometime. Yeah, they do. You was one of the original YouTubers. I was. Thank you for the sparkles, Quan. I was. I know, right? And back then, the goal was to get a brand deal with a makeup brand or something like that. I remember when Michelle Phan, is Phan. I remember when she ended up getting a brand deal with Lancome. My mom called me. I didn't think she knew who the hell Michelle Phan was. She called me, was like, did you know Michelle Phan got a brand deal with Lancome? You're a much better makeup artist than her. I was like, Mom, how the hell do you even know who that is? How do you know who she is? But she was upset. My mother was upset. And what's really funny about that is, like, my mom was never the mom that was like upfront supportive. My mom was never the friendly mom. My mom was never that mom. So to see that, I was just like, wow. I didn't know you had it in. Like, I didn't even think you gave a damn. But yeah, she was pissed. But that's what it was back then. You would get there was no monetization. There was no AdSense or anything like that. But you would just get a brand deal, get picked up by one of the makeup brands. And everybody wanted to work at MAC. Everybody wanted to work at MAC because that was like a foot in the door. That was a foot in the door right there. Yeah. Oh, and I did become a brand ambassador for, it was for, they have brushes now. Sam, they're sisters, but one of the sisters, is her brand. Real Techniques. The Real Techniques brushes. I was a brand ambassador for them. That was so exciting for me because they had a contest on Facebook. And so I did my thing, posted my thing, and they liked my look, and I was already using their brushes. So, you use their brushes, post your look, and I got chosen to be a brand ambassador. They sent me exclusive brand ambassador brush sets. Yeah, that was a highlight. That was a highlight for me. Yeah, and they're from the UK. I was so excited about that because I had been watching them for a few years by that point, and I think this magazine was in the UK too. But it was I was featured in a magazine. I was featured in a magazine, and I was selected as one of their top six. They had this thing like I think it was every month or every week. I don't remember. Like we're talking over a decade ago, and so I was chosen as one of the winning features. That was really dope. It was a look of one of the models that I did, her hair and makeup. Yeah, that was super, super dope. Super dope. So, I had some good times. I had some good times. I've heard various celebrities, makeup artists say they started at Mac. Yep, yep, a lot of them did. I mean, I had my own little big dreams, my own little big dreams. Because before I ended up having to go back to Minnesota, I was in fashion design school in Chicago. So, fashion, like that was my first love, fashion. And I was like, I'm gonna intern with Vera Wang, and life just threw a little curveball, and I had to go back to Minnesota. And that's why I was like, okay, well, I fell in love with makeup through fashion. So yeah, I love Pat McGrath. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. So you know, I'm here, and I wouldn't change it. I ended up going to Mac and letting them do my makeup for my 35th birthday. It was atrocious. And I only did it because I always did my makeup. So I was like, I want to treat myself. Even my ex-husband was like, why you going to let them? I said, because I always do my makeup and I want to treat myself. It was a mess. He had me walk. I left out of there walking through the Mall of America looking like a goddamn clown. He or she, I think it was a woman. It was a woman that did my makeup. And it was a mess. I had to fix it up when I got home. I had to fix it up, and I had a lot of Mac products, but I was so upset. And then I had got my eyebrows threaded, and she asked me if I got them threaded or waxed. I said threaded. We had a whole conversation. She said, "Oh, okay. I just wanted to be sure, because if you got them waxed, I don't want to put a highlight on because it'll stick." Nope, I got them threaded. Okay, no problem. No worries. They're threaded. Okay. Why this wench didn't even put highlighter? I was like, I had to go back. I was like, what the what the hell? We had a whole conversation. Anyway, I had to go home and fix it. So I still ended up having to do my own. Yeah. The only thing that saved her, and I never got my makeup done at Mac ever again. But the only thing that saved her, after I did what I did and deepened up the smoky eye and everything, was because it photographed well. But little big dreams, I like these. Yeah, got to, and I still do. I still do. But my biggest, like, those were all just kind of me going through the motions to fulfill what would eventually be what I ultimately want to do. But yeah, I had some good times. I had a good life. And see, this I think is what will make my Twitch stream so enjoyable. I'll get to share some of my life stories. I'll share, I know a lot of my crochet, I'll be sharing a lot of my print stories because that's my friend. And I never refer to Prince in past tense, but that is my friend. I have a lot of very nice and special stories with Prince, and So I'll get to share a lot of those stories, you know, some of my life stories, maybe share some of my antics as a dominatrix, you know, with some of the submissives I've had over the years. I love Prince. OMG, wow, yeah. And my ex-husband was hella jealous too. He was jealous. He accused me of having a thing with either Prince or his band members. No, no. Like me and Morris, we just cool. Me and Prince were just cool, but we did have a special relationship. We had a special friendship. Uh, and we had and I was tested. He tested me. He tested me. You know, he don't just let anybody into his inner circle. But we had a lot of mutual friends, so that helped. Like one of his mentees was my homeboy Jules, who we went to high school together. Jules was a couple years older than me, but we lived across the street from one another. We went to high school together. Jules's grandmother is the one that got me comfortable with my gaps at 19 years old. His grandmother got me comfortable with my gaps. But Prince was a mentor to Jules. And the night that Prince put me through 3 different tests, Jules was there. Oh my God. Like it was a whole thing. But after that, Prince would always watch me. He would always come from nowhere. When you hear celebrities talk about how Prince just appear and disappear out of nowhere, that is real. That is real. Like right, like how I'm here on live with y'all right now, he would just appear right next to you. Just literally appear. And once he spoke and I spoke, he would literally just be gone. And you like, where the where the fuck did he go? He literally would just appear and disappear right before your fucking eyes. Right before your eyes. But I always knew when he was in the area because I could smell him. I could smell him and I'd just be like, Prince is in here somewhere. Prince, and I start looking around. But I could never, and sometimes I'd see him over in the corner. Yeah. I've heard so many people say that. It's true. It's true. He appear and disappear out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Out of just thin fucking air. And you just be like, okay. 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 But you didn't hear these stories until now because, like, he was everywhere. He was always everywhere. And if it ever got back to him that you spoke, you would be 86th. You would be 86th. He would 86 you immediately. Like, even so, once he passed and you hear celebrities start talking, and you will hear a couple of them say, like, you never talked about him. You never shared even the most beautiful story. You never spoke about him. You never shared any information. No. Because it always got back to him. No matter what, it always got back to him. And if it got back to him, your ass is out of there. Out of there. No matter how positive it is. Because he was very private with the outside world. You know what I mean? And even with his inner circle. Because it's like, he let you in here. So, like the black adage, what's said in my house, stay in my house. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's said at Paisley Park, baby, it stays at Paisley Park. If he call you on the phone, what's said on that goddamn phone stays on that goddamn line. When me and my homies would talk, who it was 3 of us that would go out there, we would just talk in private. We never talked about nothing in front of any outsiders. We never discussed nothing in front of nobody but us. It was just us. you know. It was just us. Yep. And he would come to bunkers. He would come to bunkers. So bunkers was like a little juke joint. And he would come in there, and it was just, sometimes it would be whispers that he might show up, and his limo would pull up. And sometimes he'd just come walking through the back and be up on stage. And it was just a small little juke joint, but it's where like Sonny T and some of the old MPG band members is where they was after they was no longer in MPG. Like Michael Bland, Sonny T, Jelly Bean Johnson. I don't know if y'all even know any of these people, but Jelly Bean just passed away not long ago. Me and his daughter and his oldest daughter's mother, we were all really cool. Yeah, and me and Jelly Bean was really cool too. But yeah, he passed away last year, or earlier this year, one of the two. Yeah, but he would come to Prince would come to bunkers. He'd jam out a couple times. I mean, jam out for a little while, and then be out. You saw him. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I saw him perform up close and personal. Hell yeah, hell yeah, many times. So back in the '90s, thank you for the sunshine. Back in the '90s, the Paisley parties were private. So in the 2000s, they were publicized. People was coming from literally all over the world. And he would charge a small fee. But in the '90s, they were private. So we would get the confirmation call from um, either Charles, one of his bodyguards, or Prince would put on his voice box and he would call us, or you could get taken by someone who was in the inner circle. But other than that, it was not, and they were all free. So we would leave to go to Paisley Park at like 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday, technically Saturday morning, right? So Friday evening, we all hyped up because we going to Paisley. So yeah, we would leave at around 1:30 in the morning, go there. It was all free. So you got the line at Paisley Park. Depending on who was out there, more times than not, they would come get us, walk us VIP through the line, and we would just go in, and he would come out maybe around 3 or 4 in the morning. He would come out, jam, and this was at this point, it was in like the gym area. So the basketball hoops would be pulled up. You know how you have the hoops pulled up out of the way. So by this time, it was in that area of that little section of the home. Not little, but it was in there. So you walk in, no cameras, no phones, no nothing was allowed. No nothing was allowed. And so you walk through the security, you get checked and everything, you go in, and at one point he was serving chips and drinks, like juice, sodas, whatever. And at one point he just had it all out on the tables. Them motherfucking vultures ran through shit so quick. So then the next week they was serving it. It's no longer self-serve, help yourself, okay? Because this shit gotta last all night and don't just be taking advantage. So they would serve you up. But yeah, he would come out around 3 or 4 and jam. And right there in stage, right there in front of you. So I'm here, the stage is right there, and he's here. And we just here, jamming, 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 jamming. Sometimes Larry Graham would come out. Maite would be there on stage dancing out, jamming, jams on jams on jams until like 5:30 in the morning. jamming. And one night he played She's Always in My Hair. I lost it. I lost it that night because that's my song. I lost it the night he played that. Yeah, full on concerts, full on jam sessions. And one night on the what's the song? What's the song? What's the song? Is it Jam of the Year? It's not Jam of the Year. One of those songs from that album was recorded that night, the night of one of the parties. Yeah, one of the songs on one of the albums was it Jam of the Year? I don't think it was Jam of the Year, but it was one of those songs on that album was recorded that night. I was there the night it was recorded. Yeah, and that was pretty dope. That was dope. Yeah, that was a dope time. The parties were really, really special in the 90s. Really special in the 90s. In the 2000s, it had changed. It had changed a lot. And like I said, he was charging a fee. It would be small, $10, $20, $15, you know. But back in the 90s when they were private, he would just have a donation basket out there. One night I had taken some fruit, a bunch of fruit out there and put in the donation basket. Yeah, it was dope as hell. It was dope. We had some really good time. That was my home away from home. I was there every single week. Every week, 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 every week. And then, so one time in the 2000s, this was, so I was married. Was I married? I think I was, yeah, I was married. I was married in this time. And it was a party. And so by then he wasn't really performing. So Liv might be performing or he'd bring in a guest. He brought Kendrick Lamar. I didn't go that night, but he brought Kendrick Lamar out. He'd have a DJ. And so this night they was playing, he had a DJ playing and he played Act of God from the 2010 album. And so I bought that CD off eBay because the 2010 album, it didn't come out in America. It only came out in 1,000 of these newspapers in Europe. So I had bought it on eBay. I even still had it when I was in the mansion, but it was in the CD player and the mansion was no longer turning on, so I wasn't able to get it out of my CD player. So anyway, he played Act of God from the 2010 album. So freaking cool experience. Girl, you had me making coffee at 4:42 a.m. No way. You have a fascinating life. When I say you have lived, I have lived. I have lived. But yeah, so he's playing this song, and it tripped me out because Kim, my girlfriend, Kim didn't know the song. Tia, another girlfriend, and Tia and I are both from St. Louis, but we met in Minnesota through Kim. Tia didn't know the song. None of the regular inside Prince people, none of them knew the song. And I'm here singing the song word for word for word. I look back and I'm grooving, singing the song. I look back. Prince is back in the cut, smiling, watching me. And I already knew by the look on his face and the smile he had on his face, he was proud and happy and excited that I knew the song. No, everybody, all you see is whispers. What song is this? What song is this? What song is no? And that kind of fucked me up. I'm like, how do y'all not know this song? How do y'all not know this CD? What? It fucked me up. But that was my joint. Act of God is called. That was my joint. But just to look back, and this was after I had, no, I was divorced, because this was after I had started getting that marriage weight off me, and I had already gotten it off, and I had on a full denim outfit. Oh yes, your girl was fine as hell, curvy as a motherfucker in them jeans. You hear me with my little cut off denim top? Oh man, please. Yes. So I was divorced already in my apartment. Yep, that's what it was. So this was like 2014. Yeah. This had to be 2014. Yep. I looked back, saw him in the cut. And when I tell you in the cut, in the fucking shadows, okay? In the shadows, in the cut, just zoomed in on me smiling. I was like, because it was so genuine. Like, that was my song, and the DJ played it. And I was like, what? Call it what you want, baby. Call it an act of God. That's the song. Yeah. That was a dope night. That was a dope night. Yeah, that was a dope night. And it was around that same time. So it was on the other side. It was on the other side. So we're on the other side. I think Liv was on stage performing, and I'm in the crowd. I'm watching Liv perform, and I'm a reenactor, right? So I'm standing right here, right? So this me right here, and this is how he used to speak to me every time without fail, from the 90s to the end. And he would just stand next to me until I noticed him. Literally, this me right here, and this will be him. He would just come and stand next to me on my left side until I noticed him. And I looked over, and he would look over, and he'd just say, "What's up?" And I said, "What's up?" And he would be gone. And so all the chicks was like, "Was that Prince? Was that Prince?" Like they talking to one another. "Was that Prince? Was that Prince? Oh my God, was that Prince? Was that Prince?" You just hear the whispers going around. Man, that was the dopest shit ever. And again, just vanish into thin air. You could fucking watch him, but then it's like it's Prince, so you don't just watch him. You know what I mean? But just blink, and he's nowhere to be found, literally. I'm so glad I found this live. I'm in awe. I'm also enjoying reading your comments too. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Like, that's my real life. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And it was like that. It was like that. It was like that. I'll share later, like, the night he tested me. Because the night he tested me, I'm surprised I'm even allowed to tell about it, because I don't even know how my heart was able to handle all of that. Okay? I don't know how my heart was able to handle all that, but we'll save that for another time. But baby, it was too much. She is always a vibe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was too much. The night he tested me, it was too much. So we'll say that for another night. I ain't gonna keep y'all much longer. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for just hopping on this impromptu live. I said that I need to schedule like a regular lives, because I used to have a regular schedule for my lives, and you know, I guess I was just trying to get back into the swing of things. So now I just kind of impromptu it, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you for being here. Junkyard Jams, I appreciate you being here so much. Quan, longtime friend of the channel, I appreciate you. Friend of Le Chateau, I appreciate you being here so much. This was a dope live. I'm so glad. And Quan, I'm gonna look into that. Hold off on ordering. Hold off on ordering your shoes, Because if I am able to get an affiliate, you know, then we'll do that. I mean, I'm not going to prolong it a long time, but I'm gonna look into it immediately. And so maybe if it can all go through, like in the next maybe week or so, maybe 2 weeks, is that okay? Because I think that'll be dope if I can. But it also said you gotta have qualifying purchases and stuff like that. But you know what? Let me not plant negative seeds in my garden. So I'm gonna look into it anyway. Y'all have a good morning, have a good night, sleep well. It's still early here, but yeah, I'll holler at y'all. Peace. Stay safe and have a blessed night, day. Thank you. Thank you. Same to you.